Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Ryan on 2nd down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got the rookie from Alabama, Calvin Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Touchdown, Giants! Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Left, 22.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 47 yards.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kareem Martin leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, express! Got it.
Here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tag 53. 22. Shakira.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
His throw incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now Stafford to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception, we'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Gun. 21.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Saquon Barkley spinning past him. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
21.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 70 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The one with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Smith trying to run for it, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Stafford now on second down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Golden tape as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Stafford now to throw. And Tate's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air again, Stafford. And Ingram holds it in. And they get 14 yards there at a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Ryan finding room at the 30, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, it can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Get up!
Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Gun.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Tuesday.
Freeman again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To throw is Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. to the running game. It's Freeman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Ryan on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They come out here in the I. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On third and goal, Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Ryan now off the bootleg. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tag 50.
Again, it's Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Shepard. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Double right. Double. Hey, 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. 125. Gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
13, Mike 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them.
And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So out come the Falcons now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The left side completion to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Ohio! Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.